Welcome to Great Match Generator on the Social Suplex Podcast Network. I am your host, Danny Kukler, and I have Adam Yuri with me, as always.
What's up, everybody?
A lot has happened in the last 3 weeks.
Yeah, a lot. You got
Do
to
you
go
want
to
to do it? Oh,
I swear to God, I just want it every show now. But how was AEW live?
oh, it was so fantastic. And I met Cody, so it was doubly fantastic. And I got to see Hangman return. It was a good pop. You couldn't hear Dan Lambert speak because the boos were raining down.
Yeah, that was incredible to watch, on TV.
So, yeah. You got banned from Twitter.
I sure did. The Bixidin. A lot came out in the wash on that one. That was wild.
Was an incident. That was a string of wrestling Twitter incidents over the past 3 or 4 weeks. And I'm like, oh my god, people are rehashing old tweets. But we're not that show.
Yeah, just
but
wrestling.
But this in result got Adam Yuri banned from Twitter, so we had to use a burner.
Yeah, my burner is my new account, and I mean I've got almost 350 followers back already, so that's good. But yeah, fuck that. Fuck wrestling Twitter.
Wrestling Twitter. Here's the thing I've done with wrestling Twitter. I avoid it the plague.
It just drags me in because I don't know. It just drags me in because I don't know. I've got so many people I use it for scoops and I use it for to promote us. I use it to I get my promo codes, my pre-sale codes through my DMs. I get pre-sale codes for every AEW show. So it's just I can't get rid of it.
No, you have to. It's a delicate balance.
Yeah.
You don't have to make every thought you have public.
Yeah, I don't know. You know me, I'm a bit of a madman on there. So
you are a bit of a madman. So it is you, but I'm then some of these people are gonna come after you. I'm like, why are people coming after you? Are you exposed?
I don't know. It's because of who I'm friends with, I guess. That's what I've always chalked it up to.
Yeah, so enough about that shit.
Yeah, let's get into some wrestling.
Get into some good ass wrestling this week. Holy fuck!
This is my favorite week. I know it's only been, we've done 3 episodes together. This was by far, even just looking at the match lineup, I was like, this is the one. This one's gonna be awesome.
Oh yeah, this was fantastic. This was a fantastic week. We're gonna start with the French match because the Francis Sullivan and Albert Sanniez versus Bernard Caclard versus Bernard Caclard and Tony Marino. And then we are going to tease your way to 1990s All Japan, 1996 New Japan, and WWF as we go to Kenta, Kobashi, and Tsuyoshi Kikuchi versus Dan Kroffat and Doug Furnas from All Japan 525.92. New Japan, Jushin Liger versus Great Muta, and and from the Dome show of 10/20/96, and Shawn Michaels versus The Undertaker, Hell in a Cell. Even though they were calling it Hell in the Cell, the entire. Yeah, that's another. That's another. What's another digression? From 10/5/97. So I just heard my roommate say, "Oh shit," and here we go. Yeah. So let's get into this French match here.
Okay.
Sullivan and so the heels were in the darker trunks, the faces were in the brighter trunks.
I figured that out when. Okay, so I'm skipping ahead in my notes here, but there was like even like with French commentary, which I don't know French at all.
I didn't know French. I wasn't in.
I took French. I took French when I was in 8th grade, but I kept getting called to the principal's office every time I went to go to the class. So I just transferred to a different.
Shit.
So yeah. So, but there's a part towards maybe 2/3 of the way through where it's pretty clear they're doing like a heat segment. And I was like, oh yeah, the guys in the dark, they're the heels. Like they're cutting the ring off. The refs admonishing them for kicking a guy while he's down. Like I figured it out. And I really liked that stretch of the match too. That leads to the hot tag.
Yeah, that was actually a really good segment right there. But this match, if you like work ready go wrestling and thought it's only existed since 1995, no, boy, these French people are gonna blow your freaking mind.
Dude, just how athletic they were. They're giving us flips and all this other shit and like these holds, exchanges, like holy shit. I was stunned. I'm fresh off watching this, by the way. I just got done watching it like 20 minutes ago, and I'm still just aghast at this.
Yeah, this was fantastic. You had like physicality was there, the intensity was there, of course, with the grappling exchanges and the strikes. I was just like, and the European uppercuts. We got a lot of European uppercuts. That's why they're called European uppercuts.
Yeah. I will say the one thing, the finish felt real abrupt.
Yeah, that thing I was about to say. The finish was abrupt, but overall, how can you hurt a French match from 1967 with a finish? Oh my God.
I was like, well, and I kind of told you this like on the phone the other day. I was like kind of hesitant to watch it because I was like, I don't know who is. I don't know who's the babyface, who's the heel. Can't understand the commentary, which I mean, I watched plenty of like old All Japan, like we'll get into later, and New Japan, and you know, with foreign commentary in another language. And but I know what Kobashi and Kikuchi are. I know the background of that match. This was like me just plocking myself into a whole different era of wrestling and a whole, you know, and once I watched it, I was like, this is fucking awesome.
Yeah, this was awesome. They're doing freaking better. I'm like, yo.
Yeah. What did you told me on the phone the other, what did you give this?
4 1/4.
I went 4 flat, but I mean that's the same thing.
Yeah, these ratings are silly. Don't take them for what they are. Take them for what they are.
Well, I always just go with, you know, Dave always said, and there's a lot to be said about Meltzer, but like Dave always says, if we're within a 1/4 star of each other, we're not arguing. And yeah, that's Yeah, if you're in within a quarter or even a half of someone, you're really saying the same thing. So
This just had so many amazing moments. The rapid fire. So the match really spoke to me.
I also probably underrated the aspect of like the for its time aspect. You know what I mean? Like, I probably didn't give it enough credit for that.
Yeah. Oh yeah, this was very well paced.
Yeah, insanely well paced for like what I was thinking of, like 1967. Like, holy shit.
Yeah. So we go to the best fucking match on this fucking thing.
Let's go. LFG, bro.
Oh, this is a strong number one contender for greatest match ever.
Yeah, I won't say what I think my favorite tag team match ever is. I'll tell you off here. But when I watched this, I was like, this is like the easiest 5 I've ever slapped on anything. This is easily like, you can't, if you wanted to tell me it's the best tag team match ever or the best match ever, I'd be fine with it. Holy shit. Yeah.
It's just everything that's done in wrestling and you're supposed to do in wrestling effectively done right.
Yeah. I can't remember the date on the match if you want to introduce it.
It's Kobashi and Kikuchi versus Kroffat and Furnas. All Japan. Kikuchi's hometown match. Crowd goes nuts.
Oh, they're so into him. The heat is like next level. As soon as the match starts, like, there was just such a palpable buzz. This was incredible.
Just from go.
Yeah.
Just from go. This crowd brought it.
And the best thing about the heat, like how much heat there was to it, like, this wasn't like, you know how people are like, oh, they had an easy crowd, they worked an easy match. Not these guys. These guys went out there and worked their fucking asses off for that easy crowd. You know what I mean?
Yeah. It's easy calling it the greatest tag. All the time. It's the greatest display. It's like Southern tag wrestling done with a little Japanese flow.
Yeah. It's got like the Southern heat, but it's also got like King's Road like aspects and that type of work, those type of moves. You got Kobashi out there throwing lariats to these massive pops. You've got, the near fall pacing of, your average, your normal, I don't want to say average, you know what I mean though, All Japan 90s tag match. Yeah, just incredible stuff here.
Yeah. Just captivating. It's just very captivating to see this wrestling done right.
Yeah. We say it all the time. When wrestling's done right, it's the best shit ever. When it's, it's just incredible stuff. And this, I hadn't seen this in years, and I was just popping in my living room, just going crazy for this.
Yeah, it was very, what I want with this. What.
Yeah, easy 5 stars.
Easy. It was the easiest 5 stars I'm getting.
Yeah, I always say, if you have to think, like, I'm kind of a coward when it comes to giving stuff 5 stars, because my rule is, if you have to think, it's another Dave thing. If you have to think about it, it's probably a good chance you should go 4 3/4. But like, this I didn't have to think about it at all.
No, you don't think. You just feel the energy.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just fantastic.
Yeah. I think I covered most of my notes. I didn't take a lot of notes for this because
No, I didn't take a lot. I just freaking enjoyed this.
yeah,
I'm not gonna go move for move. What you need to do is click off this podcast, watch this match.
Yeah. I took a ton of notes for I took more notes for the Muta match and for the Hell in a Cell match, but like, and that didn't ruin my enjoyment of it. It's just this was just such big picture stuff. It's just like
oh yeah.
If I would have just wrote like the match down and then wrote heat, that would be a good summary of the match. Heat. It was just heat. Like, you know what I mean?
Or as Hulk Hogan would say, heat, brother.
Brother.
Yeah, so that's basically how that goes. We go to Jushin Liger versus Great Muta from New Japan. I was about to say All Japan.
I can't. Have I ever? I don't think we've ever spoke about how much I love the Great Muta.
You told me all fair.
Okay, so you see my Twitter profile picture now, and my profile picture on Discord. I love the Great Muta, so I'm going to be biased. I know I end up giving this the same match rating as you, the same star rating as you, but God, I love the Great Muta. Like, just watching him come out for this match, I'm like, that's one of the coolest wrestlers ever, because he has like, not like a Steve Austin cool or The Rock cool. Like, he has this aura about him that is just different. There's like this different feeling. Again, it's not like hometown baby. I don't know how to explain.
You should be saving for the future, but savings accounts suck, and investing can be scary. We combine the ease of savings with the real returns of investing. We call it Save Vesting, and it's only available in our new app, Stairs. Stairs offers 4 to 6% returns, no fees, and you can withdraw anytime. Do your future a favor. Visit stairsapp.com today.
He just got this aura, and it's incredible to watch.
My note for this, and I think it was sports entertainment done better than WWE.
That's a good take. Because it is like a spectacle match, but like, it's an awesome fucking spectacle. Like, holy fuck, there's so many cool moments in this.
The mask ripping.
Yeah, I mean that's like the famous one, like the pile driver on the table.
Yeah.
Muta doing the Road Warrior no sell on Liger's pile driver. Muta coming out with the broom because he was the original cleaner.
I was like, Kenny, where did you get this from?
I think we talked about it on one of our shows, or maybe it was off air. I see a lot, like, people don't talk about it enough, but there is a lot of Muta in what Kenny does.
Yeah, it's just been. This is just fantastic. This is just fantastic. Easy to watch.
Yeah, and I'm just such, again, I'm biased. I'm such a mark for Muta and Liger. I mean, I fucking love Liger too, obviously, but Muta is just like my thing. Like, that's just my guy that I like more than everyone else, apparently, to the point where, like, when people were slandering him for being Noah champion, I'm like, hey, fuck you, buddy. Like, I love Muta. Don't you dare. No slander allowed.
No Muto slander around. There will be no Muto slander. No, the Noah run said it stink. But no Muto slander in terms of great matches.
Yeah.
So what did you give this? I know what you gave this, but
Yeah,
reveal to the people. I'll give it 4.5 too.
Yeah.
So infectious.
So good. And
And then we go to Hell in a Cell. First ever Hell in a Cell. And my mom take on this is this aged well, but didn't age well at the same time.
I think something that, like, with the way it aged, there was just like, I took a lot of notes here. There's so many, like, the back body, like, there's the back body drop. There's the over the top where Taker throws him over the top. There's there's the slingshot into the cell. There's I'm listing off spots that I saw a million times in different, like, WWE montages over the past quarter century, and it's
Quarter
just
century. It's been a quarter century.
Yeah, and so it's just like some of it was just like but yeah, it does age well in some, like, the work. There's a lot of small parts of the work that I didn't notice that age well. Like, actually, here's my hot take, since we'll trade off our hot takes here. So we talked off air about how I don't think this is the best Shawn Michaels match ever. This is the best Shawn Michaels performance ever.
I can see that.
Because, like, you guys think, I think, so we both kind of agreed that the Foley match from roughly a year prior.
Mind games. It has mind games in Philly.
Yeah. And we both kind of said that that's probably the best match of Shawn's career. But Foley is so incredible in that match. Because you can tell Mick went into it thinking, this is the biggest match of my life. And he treated it as such. I would say this is the best Shawn Michaels performance ever.
Yep. And this was basically legalized murder by the Undertaker.
Okay, actually, I have one more hot take. I'm so sorry. Since you brought that up, so he lets Undertaker beat the fuck out of him for a long time. And all I could think watching it. Yeah. And all I could think about watching it was, and I get Shawn was a babyface when he wrestled Vader, but if he would have been like this for Vader, do you know how good that match at Survivor or SummerSlam '96 could have been?
Oh, that match could have been out of this world if Shawn was this good.
I know. Yeah.
My take on this is not even the best Hell in a Cell match yet.
Oh, yeah. Tell them what you think the best Hell in a Cell match is.
Taker Brock.
I need to rewatch it soon. I remember liking it. I need to rewatch it. Because
I think it's the best combination of both sides of the gimmick.
Yeah, I could see. I mean, it's been a while, so I do need to rewatch it.
So, yep. But this match is fantastic. I'm not saying any.
Actually, okay, let's keep doing the takes here. Where does Kane's debut rank all time?
Ooh.
I put it behind Jericho.
Put it behind Jericho, yeah. But there's not that many.
Because even like like I kind of thought about like Scott Hall / Kevin Nash, their respective debuts, but those weren't like, they were big at the time, but they didn't have the same vibe as this with the Jericho one.
Burger's like, this is going to be me for the next 25 years, bitch.
Yeah.
I'm going to be a force for the next 25 years. And you're going to like it. This Kane debut is like,
it's utterly insane. It's just like,
that's the best Michael's blade job ever.
Oh God, yeah. That's another note I had. Shawn was fucking gushing. Also,
you like blood? Yeah. If you don't like blood, don't watch this match. Don't watch the Taker Brock match, because there were points in the Taker Brock match where it was like squirting out.
Yeah.
Fuck yes.
Actually, I have one more note I want to get to, just so I can make this joke. So I'm watching the match, and Shawn starts climbing the cell to get away from Undertaker. And all I could think about was, he's every white woman in a scary movie that climbs up the steps instead of like running out the front door.
Ah, yeah.
There's nowhere to go up there.
Yep, exactly. And then
also,
I thought the promo before was really good. I thought, speaking of Kenny, like, this would be a promo that Kenny, like Shawn Michaels and Kenny Omega. Come on.
Yeah.
Character-wise.
Okay, another thing I had. Could you imagine the hissy fit Shawn would have thrown if the cage would have broke on him when he took like the back body drop on top of the
Oh.
he would have
flipped the shit. He would have no-sold everything.
It would have been one of the fucking best moments ever. Like,
that moment did go
I don't
right.
want him to get hurt. I don't want him to get hurt, I guess. But like, it's just like the hilarity that would have ensued would have been so good.
Because this is peak. Hissy fit Shawn Michaels.
Yeah.
Hissy fit Shawn Michaels. This is a month for the screw job.
That's what I was about to say. Like, we're right around the time where Brett's like, "Oh, it's my honor to put you over," and Shawn's like, "Well, if it was me, I wouldn't do the same thing, Jack." I went 4 3/4.
Yeah, same.
I don't know why I couldn't go a full 5. I just didn't. I don't know. It might have been like that little segment where Slaughter's coming out to check on the ref, and it kind of distracted me, took me out of it.
Oh yeah, that distracted. I like the attention to detail this company used to do, like searching under the ring for any constituents.
Yeah.
Like, this is the attention to detail we want.
So someone on my timeline today tweeted about like the further we get away from Briscoe and Patterson and Arn, even someone like Arn Anderson being around Vince, the more you see how important they were. And everyone check out David Bickenspan's article about Pat Patterson, by the way. But Pat Patterson's like the most underrated person in WWF/E history, because that's like the attention to detail stuff, the wrestling stuff. That was all Patterson back then, and yeah. Just wanted to put that out there. That it's like, yeah. The further we get away from that, and the further we get into Bruce Pritchard, Kevin Dunn, we've got real problems over there.
Yeah. So we go from this brutality to shoot style next week.
Let's go. Let's go.
I mean, and we also got Bruno Sammartino. Come on. We get Bret Hart, but we get Bruno Sammartino.
I can't wait to watch this Bret match. That's another guy. You guys can probably tell by how I talk about Shawn. Bret is another guy I'll always be very biased towards, and I am unapologetic for that because he's the best there is, the best there was, and the best there ever will be.
Yep. Amen. Nobihito Takada. What am I saying? Versus Yoshiaki Fujiwara from 10/25/89 UWF. Then we have Bret Hart versus Diesel, the aforementioned Bret Hart. WWF 1995 Survivor Series, no holds barred. Then we have Kiyoshi Tamura versus Mikawai. I'm not gonna even pronounce his last name.
There's people I can ask for the pronunciation if we have to.
Ilukalai. That's my attempt. Rings 1/21/1998, and then Bruno Sammartino versus Superstar Billy Graham from 1976. It won't be paced like that French.
Right.
Very WWF big man style.
Yeah. That's been senior era WWF.
WWW. Plug. You need to plug your new Twitter, by the way.
Oh, yeah. At Adam Yuri 4. Adam, pretty easy. Yuri, YEARY 4. Apparently, after I started my account with my middle initial in it, there was 3 different Adam Yuris that also started accounts. Actually, 4. So I ended up with Adam Yuri 4 as my burner, which is now my new actual personal Twitter account.
You do Chris Kelly being
Hey, I'm not.
I said it.
Fuck him. Fuck Chris Kelly. And fuck Joey Ryan. Those are the most important things I'll ever say on a podcast. Fuck Joey Ryan.
We're getting in trouble with this podcast, but I'm loving it.
There's no defending Joey Ryan.
There's not.
There's no defending his ally. I don't even want to cut this promo or whatever. I don't want to get into this.
Cut the promo. God damn it.
I've said all I need to say, and these people can play victim all they want. They can suspend their account all they want. DVD Wrestling or whatever his name is.
Ray Wrestling. Belter says what?
Betamax. What a fucking twat.
At least I put my face to my Twitter. Boom.
I put my face to my Twitter, and I have to deal with people like whatever his name is, Junkie or whatever his name is, posting pictures of me. It's just fine. Save all the pictures of me. It's fine. It's weird. It's fine. Whatever.
Yeah, because people are weird, dude. People are freaking weird.
Yeah. Yeah, enough of that.
But you have a new Twitter account. Oh,
yeah.
I had to have you cut that promo.
And I have some other content I'm going to start working on. I'm brainstorming with my guy Dylan Hughes tonight. We're gonna do. It's gonna be history pieces mixed with some new stuff, but it's like bigger picture stuff, like stories. stories more so than a match review pod. I have this as my outlet for that.
Yeah, of course you do.
I appreciate all of you who listened. I appreciate Danny for dealing with my nonsense because I am.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I've got to be like the worst person. Okay, so I've listened to Between the Sheets for years, and how Zellner feels about Vix is how you have to feel about me, because it's just like, Adam, what are you getting into now? I'm sorry.
Yeah, that's probably what I have to do. Because I was like,
Yeah, thank you all. I love you all.
oh yeah, we love you too.
And this will continue to be a blast.
Yeah, DJ Z Kooks on Twitter, at Social Suplex on Twitter. We got a shout out Parkets Network. Yeah. And peace, skedaddle.
Peace out.